We're back. We're back. So we are coding away right now. We are using Composio for our integration system. And what we're trying to do right now is we're trying to move away from proxy to something a bit more stable, which is the tool execution side of things. So yeah. Now I'm connected to a bunch of different apps. I need this to work. Response config. I'm gonna have to put my phone in charge. Hey, one viewer, how you doing? Good to have you on the channel. We are working on something very interesting right now. Okay, back to work. Let's get it. There's still debug. Move the dead composio function and toolkit base URL from composio.ts. Cool. Okay. All right, guys. We're just doing a bit of code. We're trying to move away from proxy to something more stable, which is toolkits. Toolkits generally work out better. I'm also going to play some music. Just gonna play. All right, let's play. Hustling. Let's hustle. Let's do it. You're hustling, boys. All right. Let's do it. Let's get it. Okay. Low priority. Fixed stale proxy and comment. Okay. All right. I want you to explain the end-to-end validation from ingredient creation to recipe, modify recipe for composio and non-composio. What does the validation look like? What does the guidance look like, etc., for those types? So we're just doing an end-to-end look for the entire flow, through the entire flow, the entire system itself, to make sure we're not missing out any gaps. As you can see here, guys, we are almost there. We're almost complete in building the app. We have connected to 1,000 integrations through Composio. So this tool has access to Composio, which is basically a wrapper that connects to 1,000 APIs. We are using that to build something kind of crazy. We are using that to build Arnies. Arnies is a tool that lets you create any kind of workflow you can imagine. So I'll show you here, for example, we create a workflow which gets a bunch of YouTube influencers. YouTube videos. We get the description, and then we get the founder name using AI. And of course, we do a Google query to get some more information regarding that. So we are taking a look at, okay. We are taking a look at any potential gaps we may have left out on. So what this is like a column preview, right? So this previews what the AI put to create this configuration. So this is the current formula. This is actually the oh, actually the formula goes here too. I don't know why the formula is here and here. It's kind of weird. Regardless. So he's just going over it. Yeah, context 7 is old. Yeah, we're going to remove context 7. That's too much. Context 7 is an MCP. So this is the MCP for context 7. It's a really cool MCP that you can actually access. For example, if I wanted to do some research on Appify, the API, it'll be able to give you all the information. But there's not like, it doesn't have everything. SERP API has that. Okay, actually, I think it has everything. Hang on. Has everything, right? Let's see. SERP to dev. Yeah, it doesn't have everything. It's called SERP API. Yeah, it doesn't have everything. I mean, I think that the web search, I think X is better. I think X is a better MCP. I don't know if you guys have used Xa, but we are looking for like a provider of like something that can, if you guys know any, let me know. We're looking for a provider that can get us all the API documentation. Server.dev. You just say API. Or we can do, I think Appify. Let's try Appify, because how much does that give us, right? How much does that give us? Appify, Google Maps. Let's try that. What does that do? Google Maps scraper. Okay, so it does actually. It does look like it gives you everything, whereas Google. This doesn't actually give you all the different APIs. So I'm just going to remove context 7. So context 7, but Appify is much better. Yeah. Yeah. So many things we got to do here. What is an Appify actor? What are software tools? Okay. Interesting. JSON. And what is this? Filters, search terms, categories, filters, input parameters, search term, string. I think this is the response. Yeah. Okay. And this one is This one is Google Maps Business Scraper. This is Google Maps Scraper. README. Search queries for Google Maps. Google Maps URL. Website. This is probably the query as well. Wait, this is actually the query. Action input schema. There we go. So this is the actual input schema. Yeah. This looks all right. I think X is really good. X is the way to go. What do you guys think? right? What do you think of Exa? Do you think Exa is better than what's it called, Context 7 for like API documentation? I really think it is, because like X is just like it's got access to way more information, so we want to probably use this in our tool. All right, what do you guys think? Let's do. Let's actually go here. Ah, yes, one more thing. All right, and one more thing. We before added that it needs to do a web search on the composio configuration. Can you check anywhere, any validation, any guidance that still says this? Because we shouldn't tell the AI to do web search. What we should tell the AI though is if the composio API fails, you can still say that there's a fallback. So like I think we have that for non-auth failure, right? Where we tell the AI model in the guidance that if it fails, we ask it to create a custom ingredient and discover the custom ingredients configuration through web search tool, right? Right, we've got 3 people watching. How's everyone doing? Okay, so I want to test out an API for this now. So just to give you guys a little breakdown of what we're building a tool that lets you create kind of like cool automations. So this is an automation that we made that scrapes the YouTube description and then finds the founders on Google. And you can use this to reach out to people on LinkedIn or whatever, email. You can find the founders' emails. You can find their company names. With this workflow alone, there's literally an unlimited number of workflows you can create with RNEs. If you guys are interested in signing up, this is the site. This is just going to be a waitlist for now until we have something solid. All right. Yes. Yes, perfect. Things are looking pretty good here. Let me open up another chat. I know you guys probably use the like warp. I don't really like warp. I think it's like a bit annoying and a bit slow. Can you just review the ingredient side of things? We moved away from using composio proxy to using the direct tool execution method. I want you to review every single piece of logic and also review the composio documentation to ensure that it's consistent and actually works. Then run a few unit tests as well. Yeah, we need to find out any gaps left over from switching over. So the final thing left. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. So what will work, guys? I don't know about this one anymore. I don't know about this anymore because the thing is, for specific composio configurations, the user may provide the wrong API credentials. So I think if it's actually an API failure, it really is an API failure. Though I don't know. It's a bit of a hard one. But yeah, if it's really an API failure, using custom ingredients won't make a huge difference. So maybe we should remove that fallback on the auth failure specifically. All right, we're going to be testing this out in a bit. So open up another Claude tab. How's everyone doing, by the way? Hope everyone's day is going good. Please make sure to sign up to Arnie's. We are launching Arnie's very soon. Yeah. Okay, get it. All right, let's take a look at this now. Got a few Claude sessions running. Let's open another one. Okay, we moved away from. There's some things that we need to go over actually. There's different parts of the code that we need to review after changing away from. I think I'm gonna just let's check if everything works. All right, we're gonna test it out now. Let me turn off my screen. I'm gonna quickly turn off my screen, guys. I need to do one thing quick. The camera clean is like I think it's a bit dirty, right? Is it clean? It's better. You guys can see me right now. And beautiful face. A beautiful face. Alright, let's take a look. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Cool. Oops. There we go. Alright. Let's hope this works. So I'm actually gonna delete all these integrations. I'm gonna cross our fingers. Hopefully everything works. So we'll connect to Google Sheets. Let's check this out. Right, I'm gonna start sharing my screen again. So we're gonna connect to Google Sheets now. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do it.
The faster your company grows, the tougher it is to support your customers.
All right, let's see. I can close the window. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. All right. So now this is the moment of truth. Can you create a Google Sheets integration? So it's connected to composio Google Sheets. We're going to see if we can actually create integrations. Yeah, it's okay. All right, push leads to Google Sheets. Let's do it. Read date from a Google Sheet. This is like a random Google Sheet ID. This doesn't even exist. All right, let's do that. All right, so I need to provide a Google Sheet ID. Let's do that. Let's try this one. That would be the spreadsheet ID. Oops, I provided it wrong. There we go. Let's see if it can take this in now. So how is it getting the credential ID? Okay, what? Nice. So, yes. The only issue is it took like bloody so many turns for it to work. Okay. I need to feel. It keeps making this one mistake. Roshi ID. Without a specific credential ID. Right. I need to take a look at these two calls. Alright. Connect to the composio, save as ingredient. Huh. I think you should also show the. Alright, one thing you may have missed out on. Is there validation for composio configuration so that the AI creates the correct configuration? So it blocks the AI from creating putting incorrect keys in the input fields. That would be the area you would validate against, right? Do we have this in the ingredient creation process for composio?
Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out.
Finally, it's worked. Alright. How's that supposed to work though? Interesting. Oh yeah, I guess this would be pushed into an array. The data is a array of arrays. Can you push this to another table? See if that works.
When I started Walton Goggins goggle glasses, I needed a website. Figuring out how to make one was
Alright, avatars data. Let's take a look.
But with GoDaddy Arrow, I can just tell it what I
Okay.
want, and it uses AI to make a website so fast it
I don't see any information here.
with a beautiful design that'll blow my customers' noggins,
That's not
which
good.
allowed me to focus my noggin on making more goggins to put on their noggins, which were just metaphorically blown.
I guess it's because it's an array of arrays, so this is a bit different.
At GoDaddy.com.
So I want to see if I found any gaps. Alright, medium entity ID is composio. Oh shoot, this is quite high.
Manage our installation team using Gemini to transcribe the minutes, which allows us to focus on the creative side of the business.
Did we do this now? Alright guys, let's go. Alright, please take a look at this table and notice that the array was pushed, but the table that produced the rows has empty row data. Actually, it's gonna be this one. This is so it's gonna take a look and see what's going on there because I think there's a gap there. With the QA skill. Alright, reviewing the diffs now, boys. Reviewing the diffs. And this one is taking a look at, I don't want to use Chrome, just find it through the database. I don't know why I was going to do that. I reckon I shouldn't, I don't know if I should have all these proof calls visible.
Save time creating content and generate a high-quality clone of your voice with 11 Labs. Change the way you record podcasts, voiceovers, and branded content with the #1 AI-powered voice-generating technology. Stop searching for the perfect voice and stop wasting time re-recording take after take. Try 11 Labs for free and start elevating your content today.
YouTube Ads is made for your business. Bring your brand to life with targeted video ads and connect with the perfect audience. Grow your business and reach your people with YouTube Ads.
Alright, let's take a look at this now. It was actually a really good song. Alright. How's everybody doing?
It's the first time of today. To dream, believe you are the strength, you're all I need.
Understand how it handles array index. Data. Columns array index are populated actual data columns. Um, I need to understand the validation. Actually, that would be interesting. Is there even any validation? Let me just do this. Let me test the validation. All right.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. AI goes paid for all the said and done.
How's everyone doing? We are testing a few things out now with the app. I need to actually fix this, the UI issue, UX issue. Quick question. So when the AI creates the ingredients, does the sample data get injected in the request builder in the UI for the test to go through? Because what I noticed is the request parameters show themselves like this, which I don't understand why it shows like this in the UI. Shouldn't it test with the sample data? When I press test, what does it test with? Because I always get 400 errors. So is it testing the same way that the AI is testing when it runs the save ingredient, which is a fetch script, I believe?
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling exaggerated, that's what you us. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, be standing tall, fear afraid the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spend all my life holding all of it closely. I'm living in a sense of fear of discontent.
Where we get the first the three rows we get are I don't know, actually this is a good idea. Not overcomplicate things. Numerals extract path from star value that contain array wildcard. I don't know if this is a good fix. AI often provides full schema parts like it's a really good song. Ice Gold. I'm gonna play this like proper. I really don't like this fix. We need a better fix. So the extract parts. First, you remove the changes you've just made. The extract parts. Is there any sort form of validation when the AI expands the array? Because I think this is where the problem begins. Now, when so expand to array, we need some sort of validation, but the validation needs to work like this. The way the validation needs to work is it needs to get for extract path, it needs to get all the rows which have data. So when we add column, there's a methodology we use which gets all the rows which have data and they're prioritized based on the values that actually have data. Now, as far as I'm aware, expand array only works on enrichment columns, but it gets the expanded cell data and extract from columns. So please find out how we can do this for expand array. In this case, in the normal case, for example, we need it to work in a way where whatever the AI expands from the table, firstly, our system needs to get valid rows with data. Number two, we need to make sure that the values produced, firstly, there's a check in if there's a value before it expands the data. If there is data in each of the rows, or at least one of the rows, it's allowed to expand. Otherwise, it's not allowed to. This is the same sort of validation we have in modify recipe anyways. So it should follow the same path. Now the question is, how are we going to do this? Should we create a shared system which, the same way we have it with add column, should we just call the same path to get the rows with data? Keck heck orchestrator, keck the heck orchestrators. What's that about? I don't know what this is. Rustic. Ah, gotta take this off. It's too hot, guys. It's too hot here. Oh, let's get it. Let's get some energy in. We can do some push-ups, boys. Should we do some push-ups here? All right. Yes. I think that one table is not allowed, for now at least, if one table already has a link. If a column has a link, that same column, let's say column has a link to another table. If another column links to the same table, is it already blocked? Yeah, this is another issue as well. The question is, how would it work for the case anyways?
One day, I will create a website where I will sell my handmade merch. Yeti style, limited edition.
Build your website faster than Yeti with Hostinger Horizons and turn your one day into day one.
So many bloody issues. What about polling? So we moved from yeah, actually no, that should be fine.
With our effortless AI experience, GoDaddy Aero, which will generate logos, landing page, and more for you in just a few clicks. With expert support available 24/7. It couldn't be easier.
Probably some issues here.
Which is why we're trusted by more than 20 million customers. Unlock your online potential today with GoDaddy.
What would be a simpler approach? That it takes a sample array, which I don't know if that's a simple approach, but I think I told you as well that before we do the validation, it needs to get a row of data with values, and I've told you that there's already a system for that in add column. You modify the recipe where it gets valid rows. So should we just implement that code? I'm not saying copy and paste the code. I'm saying either we can create a shared system which does this and calls that functionality, and then add it to all the areas it's called from. How's everybody doing? How's everyone doing? I wonder how that would work. Quick question: with the table that I sent you, which was an array of arrays, it is possible to expand that to a table, right? I need to put my laptop in charge, guys. Give me a second. Oh, that smells so bad. I don't know why my charger smells. Okay. Absolutely, the machinery supports it. Each inner layer and each inner array is an object in JavaScript to access. Full path we just need to be numeric indexes. Okay. So let's active validation. Then in the guidance, if it fails, we say these are the ways you can expand the array. Yeah, that should be fine. Yes, guys. We're working on Arnie's, boys. All right, let's get back to it. Um, yeah, we need to do something quickly. So Has column data filter rows with dependency data and path exist in any rows. Wait, these are all the same thing. How's everybody doing? I don't know why I removed the dependency filter. Data. Web ID, what's up? Let's see if you can connect with Twitter. That's not good. Why is that failing for? Zenrose, let's try Zenrose. Yes, boys. A few issues to fix. Guidance needs extraction method examples. Rows of arrows can include empty rows, which would give 0 samples. Items, guidance in the extraction method, yeah. So we got 1000. Let's copy the API key. We'll do Zenrose. Let's connect to Zenrose and just do this. Oh my god, I'm connecting like 10 times. All right, let me complete this up. All right, connect. There we go. All right, so it's connecting it now. It should be connected now, I think. Hopefully. Yeah, I need to close the window. All right. Can you create Zenros integration? So we're going to connect with Zenros to see if that works. Zenros is actually a very complex one. Very complex one. Let's try all. It's going to create every single one. Okay. It's creating every single one. Bill Gates, that's a really cool one. Bill Gates again. I don't know if Bill Gates will work. This one failed. JavaScript. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Static JS render proxy. Yes. What the fuck is it feeling like a million times? Ah, that's annoying. Wonder why it failed there. Let's do it. That unfortunately didn't connect. What does it mean, connectivity issue? It's failing multiple times. Oh, I think I know why. Premium proxy. Wait. That's not true. Yeah, it didn't work. Try this again. We'll try this again, boys. I don't know why it's not working. It's a bit strange. What the hell is that about? Oh, I need to top up my Anthropic API. Oh, I need to hide this guy, sorry. I'm gonna have to hide this. All right, let's go on. Oh, I cannot go on API keys. Usage cost. Can I go here? Cost usage. How do I get the? There we go. All right, buy credits. Let's do $25. All right, I'm gonna turn on screen now. All right, we're back. So we're just testing. I don't know why this is failing. Can you create a Zenro integration? Wait, why is that not working? There we go. Check the logs out. Yeah, this is missing a gap. When the AI provides a wrong credential ID when it saves the ingredient, can you say instead, please use get connect URL? Please use request user input first to see if there are credentials, and then get connect URL if there are no credentials. I don't know why this is happening. API error. I think I maybe need to do something here. This is a really big problem. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Max retry succeeded. Why is this failing for? I think it's this. Oh, I know why. Is it because it's using example.com? This is just not right. I don't really get it. I don't understand this. I do already have it. Weird. This is where it gets very difficult. You could just, oh, I need to restart it. Can you create Zenrose gradient? Let me see if it's, bad configuration. There's no ingredients here for Zenrose, is there? Oh, there is actually. Good. So this worked. HTTP method. It's providing a HTTP method. So, this is so weird. I just don't get what's going on here. You guys can't see this. I hope no keys are being exposed in my logs. All right. Let's take a look at this. I do wonder why it's not working. This one actually did work. This one ended up working. For not found. I think it's just being super stupid here. Like, why is it providing example.com? This is just a wrong sample. What the hell? Yeah, after like 50 bloody requests, it gets it right. This is really annoying. Finally, it worked. Yes, it worked off of you. Bloody hell. I don't know why that took so long. Okay. Like, it took so long for it to Yeah. Okay. So we need to add some validation. Row validation error. Issue with that row. It's over the true point. God damn! It just kept failing until suddenly it worked. I think example.com is where the problem starts at. Let's try example.com here. Example.com. This does actually work. Why did it fail with composio? Why is the nose failing with composio? Can you check? Can you try it? Alright, we're gonna start again. To create a Zenrose scraper. There seems to be an issue inside of composio. Static field. HTML for the root endpoint. First code instance. Okay. That's weird. All right. A string. This one, invalid response to pass. Oh, failed to pass as JSON. Okay. So if actually succeeded from this point, I wonder why this failed though. Invalid response. Okay. Yes, it's actually because it's invalid response. That makes so much sense. Yeah. So this did actually work. Network error. Okay. This is because it didn't use premium proxy. Failed to scrape. Proper field mapping. Why is it? Let's do this. Let's try this out. Let me connect now. All right, we're gonna try this out again, guys. Hopefully this works. So, to give you a breakdown, we are connecting. We connected the app to a MCP. So we are connecting this MCP to our app, so that we can test things out a bit quicker. Let's see if this actually works. Got 7 people watching now. Nice, 7 people. That's quite cool. 7 people is quite a lot. Oops. All right, let's get back to it. How's everyone doing, by the way? How's everyone doing? Is everyone all right? Is everyone doing well? How's everybody doing? All right. Expected array received string. Da, 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 da. Yeah, this is wrong. Why is it doing all this slash stuff in there? Then turn on the V3 skill. And Copilot evolution with the V3 skill to do this properly. All right. Didn't even provide the. Can you update the V3 Copilot Evolution Guardian skill to use the new way that we create ingredients with composio and all the different updates that we need to make? Because our code changes have changed. Our code has changed a lot, so we need to update the Copilot Evolution V3 skill accordingly. Where arrays? Don't know what that is about. Passes parameters directly to the tool handler. Validates against the result schema fast. One cool code. Oh, it's weird. Very weird. Okay. Start again. These days, no. Let's play the next music.
When we change the ingredients in our products, I need to keep team members all on the same page.
Need to get this going, guys.
In Google Workspace, I can upload a document, turn it into a
V3 skill and create a Zenro ingredient. Seriously, composio. Seriously, there's an issue with composio with Zenros. Not sure what's going on there.
Change the way you record podcasts, voiceovers, and branded content with the #1 AI-powered voice generating technology. Stop searching for the perfect voice and stop wasting time re-recording take after take. Try 11 Labs for free and start elevating your content today.
Empty hearts and neon lights, playing with my mind. Gotta get up and feel tonight. Oh, wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking.
We need to find as many gaps as possible. I do wonder why there's a proxy issue here. Let's go over the logs. .404 not found. Don't understand why that's happening. Yeah. Yeah, this is the same error that's happening. No. Just listen, stop doing that. We need to find out why it's happening. Come on. Claude code is a bit stupid sometimes. Yeah, why is this happening? Composio proxy. We don't use proxy anymore. We use direct tool execution. It's still using proxy. Yeah, that's very weird. We're using the tool now. We don't use proxy anymore. So this is quite strange that this is happening. Yeah, very strange. Anyways, how's everyone doing so far? I've got like 5 viewers just watching, just sitting there watching. That's kind of crazy. You guys are not saying anything. The chat is open for you guys. Right. Composio fetch. Not a proxy. Yo, brother, are you flipping listening to me? Proxy error. Internal proxy.
Marketing leads shouldn't lead to a dead end. Talk to the right customers at the right
Okay,
time.
we need to find
Build
out
your
if
business
this is actually an
best
issue
quarter
with
ever.
Composio.
That's why we use HubSpot. Takes 30 seconds to set up ahead of time. Now I just say those 2 words and it drops my Calendly booking blurb automatically. This is the smartest dictation app ever made, and it works everywhere you write. Try Whisperflow free.
I wonder why it does this. Incorrect target URL. There's something wrong in the backend for sure. So wrong in the backend. Entity ID. Yeah. This is something that is wrong with our code backend. I think it's through the entity ID. Yeah, so just to let you know, we did move from proxy to tool execution just today. I think maybe there's some gaps that we forgot. You might need to study the API. And make sure it works. All right, let's go. Connection ID. Example.com. Not found. This is the error here, not found. Proxy error. We need to find out what's going on here. URL. It only said the URL, which is quite interesting. Yes, is a composio site infrastructure. Internal proxy to route. I don't think this is the issue. So what are we doing wrong here? Minimize key differences. Yeah. I think we found out the issue is. The issue is related to the fact that we're using an older version. Okay. Could be a transient proxy issue. No, that's just horrible solution. Just take a look at this. Tool router. This is very annoying, guys. Very bloody annoying. Can you guys send a message here? I knew it. It's literally one line of code. Could that be it though? Yeah, let's try again. All right. Can you create a handoff prompt to test this out properly? So we're having one issue, which is basically related to Composio's API. It's using the old one. False, successful, auth, refresh required false, version, and we got the logs here as well. Key normalization flag check. And then this is the error. Okay. Actually, can you create a script? Can you test it directly with Composio first? With the updates. Let's just see if this works. Proxy based version. That doesn't make any sense to me. Entity ID. Entity ID. Entity ID. That's not right. Actually, we removed entity ID. Is this right? That is very weird. Remove entity ID. What the hell is this entity ID thing? I removed it and I'm using ID because apparently entity ID is depreciated. I don't know. This time it said it was depreciated. Matches. This is the connection ID. This is the user ID. Go in here. Let's go in here. This is the account of config ID. This is the account ID. So this did work. What happens if we use connected account ID? Does that feel it? What's the difference between account ID and user ID? I don't get this. this? User ID, account ID. Okay, this works. Okay, and there are no gaps in our code. It uses user ID and connected ID properly. So we found the issue is related to the, so this is really like a one-line bug fix. Run dev. Let's see if this works. All right, let me delete this. I'm going to delete this. Actually, let's try half this. Okay. Can you create a hand prompt? Test this in another Claude session. That's very interesting, actually. Interesting.
When I started Bolton Goggins goggle glasses, I knew I'd be its fancy name and pretty face. But I didn't know how to turn all this fancy prettiness into
K-E-K, H-E-K. H-E-K. We'll go straight up. Please review the entire code base for anything else that is regression. That has regression. Well, let's test this out. Please test this for Zenra's greatly brilliant. Okay. That seemed to work. Okay. Now we're going to create a bunch of ingredients.
One day, I will create a website where I will sell my handmade merch, Yeti style, limited edition.
One day, your idea will vanish if you don't bring it online with a website. Create yours with a Hostinger and turn one day into day one.
SERP API.
The day-to-day
We're going to connect to a bunch of these.
really holds back from what we love to do. Use Google Meet to remotely manage our installation team. Using Gemini to transcribe for minutes, which
Right.
allows us to focus on the creative side of the business.
So, create the Zenros. Please integrate Zenros. So if I just say this, hopefully it's smart enough to know what I'm talking about. Seems to be another UX bug as well. There's one more UX bug. So every time I refresh the page, the session ID of the Copilot session is going to be from the most recent session, but the previous chat doesn't show up. It just shows like, it shows that it's connecting to the most recent session when I refresh it, but it doesn't show the recent chat. To fix that, let's just do scrape URL. Hopefully this works now. Let's take a look. Let's see. Exists, false, yes. No dynamic fields. Wow, that actually works straight away. Let's do it. We got it working. I love that. We actually got it working. Perfect. The question is though, will I connect with fetch more and whatnot? Let's see. So it's going to create all these different ingredients now. SERP API, Google Job Search. Created and tested successfully. Working. That's 2. That's good. That's guten Tagen. Guten Tagen. Why it doesn't make any sense actually. Let's see. Scrape URL auto pass failed. Failed. Not good. I think it's because it's not returning. Is it because it's not returning JSON? Yeah, this is actually very wrong. Already saved as ingredient. It's a bug. Oh, that crashed. All right, let's make another one. It's all false. Why is it all failing for? Because the weight 0 is rejected. Okay. These are all passing. They're working now. All right. This is a bug. When Discovery Find Tools uses an action ID, it should only say it's already saved as an ingredient by checking the ingredient saved and finding I think it's saved with the ingredients are now saved with an action ID, composio action ID. So it needs to match through that first before saying it's saved as an ingredient, and then it needs to say the exact ingredient name so that AI can reference it. All right, guys. Let's start testing out some new integrations now. We'll have to delete these. Okay, things are genuinely working out very well. So yeah, that fixed it. Well, you can't just create a bunch of recipes like that. Advantage. That's good. Okay, guys, so I want to get your input. What APIs should we test? Like, what tool should we test from here? What integration should we test? I think Google Super, Google Tasks, HeyGen. I do want to try out HeyGen. That'd be quite cool. I mean, yeah. How would that work? How would HeyGen work? Is HeyGen free? Let's see if it's free. Okay, it's free. I wonder what kind of APIs they have. That'll be interesting to know. Let's go on. Well, I don't know if you can actually use this. Maybe web integrations. Let me see this. Do I have an API key? Don't. Okay, I need to hide this. I need to hide this right now. So that's just going to quickly stop sharing for a minute. Let's regenerate this, copy. There we go, back. Let's test out. Let's see if this works. Okay. Can you create a HeyGen integration? Let's see if this works. Zenros get real estate data. Non-JSON. Is it possible if it's non-JSON we wrap it in a data key? Okay, so there's one more issue. There's a few issues here actually. So, create personalized video project. Add contact to project. Add new asset. I don't know why it thinks this. Something wrong somewhere with composio. It can't use action. Create recipe. Is there contamination with pipe dream somewhere in some schema? When I turn pipe dream, but it still reads that it can use action ID to create a recipe. Can you check? How is this? Let's create assets. Let's try that one. Is this Heijen? There's another bug. Check this. So there's another bug here. The tool calls seems to show up before the text sent the text stream. Can you take a look at why this is happening? There's a weird bug where the tool calls before the text stream. Take a look at why this is happening. We'll open another one as well. Because this one's a bit confusing. See, it just shows. It's very weird. I'm not sure why everything is failing here. In the request builder UI, whether it's composio or a normal non-composio ingredient, when I test the connection, it keeps failing in the UI. Is it using the sample values when I press test connection, or is it using the values set in the parameter section? Because the values set in the parameters section don't look like sample values, and it's also very confusing how it shows itself in the parameter section. Can you check what shows in the parameter section of the UI? Please review contaminations, consistency. Got like 7 Claude instances running at once. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's check what's going on here. Nothing so far. Okay, we're just fixing up a few bugs. Actually, we are calling a lot of yeah, we're running a lot of instances right now. Need to fix a bunch of bugs up. Bloody hell. Oh, this one's very complex. I don't get this one. Params are a bit weird. ID parameters. This is the columns. Okay. Okay, so what we need to do is medium. Still docs. Red file. Dead code. Recording. So there is one issue here. Jeez. This is doing. All right, we have this running. And that's about it, guys. Being a really good live stream. We'll continue on later.